Hello, it's Mr. Leonidas here, and I'm doing a tabletop review and then showing some light field usage of the Buck Vantage. Now this particular Vantage model, there are several models in different colors. This is the A-TACS camouflage model. It has A-TACS camouflage on the handle scales, and that I believe this is the AU version. That's for the arid and urban. It does have a little hint of green in there. The hat on the left here is the A-TACS foliage green, so you see how that kind of differs a little bit, kind of more browns in the knife that I'm holding here. So yeah, I'm just going to start with like the basic specifications of this knife, and then kind of go into what I like and maybe what I don't like about this particular knife. When we first look at it, open smooth. It's all, the metal is all stone washed, so it kind of gives it a rustic tactical look. That stone wash, it does kill some of the glare. I mean, not all of it. You can tell right here in the light that it still does pick up that glare. All the steel on it, including the pocket clip, is, which you don't see that a whole lot on pretty much, like I would call it, a store-bought knife. This seems to be more of a customized bought knife from Buck, and it looks good. It looks real good. So overall length is about like 7.5 inches long. The blade length is about 3 1/4, and then you close it up, and it's about 4.5 inches long. So pretty good specifications overall, and real smooth mechanism. Haven't had any issues with it so far. The blade is pretty much just like a typical sort of drop point, just plain edge. And the steel, which is really what is makes this knife a keeper in my opinion. It's the S30V, which is a premium stainless steel, so it holds an edge well. It's almost similar to carbon steel. I did nick the tip up doing a few things here and there, but it sharpened well, easily, quickly, and it is razor. I'll just go ahead and remove some arm hair, show you how sharp that is. Yep, here it goes. So awesome blade, good style, stay sharp. Like and this stone wash looks pretty cool. I'm gonna kind of move along the spine here. It has like this jimping here, so it kind of gives it a cool, unique feel, kind of a customized feel for this knife, which is really cool for a store-bought knife. So you have the jimping along the spine, even on the back end of the knife, and yeah, it just gives it a really cool look. There is some kind of jimping right here at the top, at the base of the blade, and then it has like sort of a choil almost that comes right where your index finger can lie, and that is how it turns this knife into a flipper, which is another cool thing. You have just a thumb hole. Doesn't have the thumb stud, which is fine. Most it's just like a Spyderco knife in that sense. And the flipper, if you get it just right, you can actually flip it pretty well. So that's another cool feature of this knife. It has that little kind of that little choil back there. Do it just right, it's perfect. So you know, it's just a neat little feature for this knife. So yeah, blade's good, looks good. Kind of moving to the handle. It is glass reinforced nylon, and it's kind of got a good rubberized feeling on it. It has kind of these lines on it that kind of give a little more advanced grip. I don't think it has I don't think it is as grippy as the other Vantage models. I don't know. You're welcome to go check those out. This one seems like it's more smooth on the handle, which is fine. I think it shows the camouflage better. That's probably why they did that. And I think it's very smooth and streamlined the way they did it. That gives it a good look. The little bolsters and screws attaching the frame together, they're all flat blacked out, so that kind of gives it a cool tactical look. Weight on this is about 4.3 ounces, so it's a really light knife. That's one thing compared to others, like say let's see, kind of some of the Spydercos. I guess I can compare this to the Tenacious. They're probably about the same weight, but the handle seems pretty light. The pocket clip is reversible to left or right hand carry. Just has two little screws. You can just kind of get those out, switch it to the other side. So what I like about this knife is it's smooth. Liner lock is solid, pretty much rock solid. Feels good in your hand, and love the look of the camouflage. They did a fantastic job. And with that handle, the jimping is pretty awesome on it, and then that finger choil with the flipper, that's a plus. Works pretty well. I mean, I don't really use that a whole lot. I mainly just kind of pop it out with my thumb. There are a few things, let's see, that I don't necessarily love is I think the grip could have been a little more beefier compared to some knives I've had, like the Benchmade Entourage. That seems to be more of a wider handle and grip, and that's the first thing when I picked this up in a knife shop was I at first wasn't going to buy this. I didn't think the handle was beefier, grippy enough. Now I really do like it now. And the only other thing is when you push the blade out, see if we can hear that, you actually can scrape the blade against the inside of the steel liner, which I think is a minor design flaw. Not too thrilled about that. I don't think it's going to harm anything, but it's just something that I noticed carrying it around when I was getting it out. If I gave it too much pressure, it'll scrape. And not all knives do that. But like I said, I don't think it's horrible or a big issue, but it's just something to know. The Buck knives are made in the USA, so that's a big plus. So yeah, just a good sturdy knife. Liner lock, super sturdy, smooth, feels good in the hand, and really good strong liners and good spine to this knife. So really a heavy duty knife for the size, and then especially for the weight. Cool markings, got the Buck symbol, Buck on the handle, it says the S30V for the blade on the side, and yeah, just a good looking knife overall. But anyway, I'm just going to show some light field use with it. Vantage in the A-TACS camouflage, the A-TACS AU. This is the Advanced Tactical Concealment System camouflage. Buck is just a little liner lock folding knife, and I'm just going to do some light field work with it. It's got a pretty sweet stone washed blade. Gonna chop some live wood real quick. This is not a chopping bushcraft knife, but it's good. Sometimes it's good to see what a small knife like this can really do under some stress. The steel is the S30V premium stainless steel. Alright, just kind of clear this tree off. Blade comes super sharp. Looks like it's going to stay super sharp. Take this end off. And I'm just gonna skin this in for like a spear, just real quick. You can tell it's biting in real deep whenever I get started. And this little folding knife is pretty beast. And within seconds, I mean, can skin that down just like that, and got a point, and you got it clean. That's the Buck Vantage in action. Just some light chopping and skinning. Thank you for watching.